Welcome back to Impossibly Unremarkable. My name is Jonathan Butts, and sitting to my right is my longtime friend, my co-host, my compatriot, the man I am so deeply ashamed to call my life partner, Elliott Marks.
That is right, and we're back for another episode. And today, we're just two glow sticks that you want to break open and just see what that goo tastes like. What does it taste like?
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Crack me open.
Crack me open.
Split me open like a coconut.
Why do you have to, crack them? You know, what is the science there? Could you tell me?
Sure.
It's some sort of chemical reaction. Right?
I'm most people don't know this, but I am a glow stick technician.
Yeah, no, he actually makes glow sticks in his free time. You know how, in the pandemic, people would, make sourdough bread or, what was the other thing? Slime or something?
Slime, yeah.
He was making glow sticks. Homemade glow sticks.
Actually very close to slime. My trade is a lot of overlap.
I mean, it's kind of slime, right? What is it?
What is it?
What's in a glow stick?
So your typical glow stick, it kind of depends on what company. At my company, we use urine.
Oh.
Because when you mix in the flashy colors, you know, the chemicals that make those bright, beautiful colors that we have all come to love, we found that urine reacts the best.
Okay, thanks. That really lightens. That really enlightens.
And so
me.
we've partnered with catheter companies to source.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I don't need this anymore.
High yield, low cost. They're not using it, is what we always say.
That's true. What's in lava lamps?
Funny you should ask. It's
not real lava, is it?
There's a lot of overlap between
glow sticks. They both glow.
I don't know why breaking a glow stick makes it shine.
It's chemicals of some kind.
Maybe that's a lesson for us to glean.
Sometimes you gotta feel pain to shine through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put that on a shirt.
Put that on
bitch.
Put that on your socks and kick someone in the face with it.
Yeah. Bitch.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Hey.
I'm a little testy. I'm actually in a really good mood.
Really?
It's been a great day.
That's good to hear.
It's been a pretty, I wouldn't say it's been a great week, but it's been a great day.
What's been going on?
The weather is perfect, dude.
It is. It's been better.
Are you a fall guy?
I'm a summer guy.
Yeah.
So honestly, as it's getting colder, I'm getting sadder.
Really? So right now it's 65, 70-ish, a slight breeze.
I mean, I'm cool with it. I like it. I still like fall. I think October is one of the best months.
So I've been wearing,
it's pretty.
I mean, you know me. I
like sweatshirts.
I've been wearing sweatshirts and jackets all summer.
Yeah.
Now I get to reap the reward, you know? When the rest of people, everyone else is starting to get chilly because they didn't prepare, you know? They have not been wearing jackets, sweatshirts, crew necks, any long sleeve, kind of outerwear. I've been rocking that forever. I've been prepped, primed, ready to go.
Are you just really sweaty all the time?
No, that's the thing. No, not
underneath
really.
those jackets. You don't sweat it. You don't sweat a drop.
No, not usually.
Interesting.
I mean, I did when I was using deodorant, not antiperspirant.
Okay, I checked mine, by the way. I meant to bring this back up. I checked mine. It's both.
Okay, cool.
Mine is both. So
the one I got was just not antiperspirant, which is if it's not stopping me from sweat like a pig while I'm trying to wear my 3 layers on a 95-degree day, well, then what are we doing here?
Yeah. They should all be both. It's like when you buy paint, it's paint and primer these days, you know?
Really?
I mean, you should still buy the primer because actually it doesn't actually work very well in the paint.
This dude used to shill.
The science needs to be better.
Used to shill for a paint company.
I did. I used to sling buckets.
Yeah. They called him the paint master.
Yeah, they did.
They called him Michelangelo.
They called me, yeah. I couldn't think of another one, to be honest.
They called him Dali.
Dali.
That's pretty good.
It's not.
It is.
It's not clever.
All right, your name is Elliott. Elliott starts with an E. You fucking troglodyte. In this scenario, we're talking about you selling paint. And so we came up with a nickname for someone who sells paint and is good at it. And Salvador Dali is an artist. Was an artist. R.I.P. So, Dali. Salvador Dali.
Do you know Salvador Dali lived until the 80s? Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
Isn't that weird to think?
It's weird to think about.
He was alive when Nike was thriving.
That's not where my mind
He probably
would go.
wore a pair of Jordans at one point.
He probably didn't.
He might have. Their art too.
Can you just admit, like off camera, that Dolly was a good nickname?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, you're right.
We'll edit that part out where you disagreed with me.
Okay. So what's happening? What is going on with you? What's happening in your life? Why are you having a great week? Why are you so fucking happy?
I told you the weather's nice.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's the only thing you said you had a good week.
Yeah. It's been nice weather.
Nothing. Okay.
Vikings game on Sunday. Went in person. We're up in the nosebleeds.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were at that game.
Yeah, up in the nosebleeds. So it's like, man, it takes a long time to get up there.
Yeah, it's a hike.
It takes like 30 minutes when factoring in the crowd to get all the way up to your seats.
Yeah, you put some mileage on your knees getting up there.
And then you want to go down, like get a snack, get a drink.
Sure.
You're burning probably 1,000 calories just
easy
up and down. We were like row 18 of the upper deck. So
wow.
I think there's 21 rows.
Poor.
Well,
just kidding.
It depends on who you ask.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel poor.
I think anyone who's at the game isn't poor.
Probably not.
It's not.
But you know what bothered me?
What?
Every time on the big screen when they're showing off all the fans, they're showing all the people like that are on the sidelines I don't know what you call those suites.
I've
boxes.
been in one before.
And here's the thing that really, really bugged me.
It's actually called the Turf Club.
The Turf Club.
They're literally on the turf. Some of the turf extends into the suite.
Everyone in the Turf Club is just so fucking pretty. And that's what pisses me off. Because there's such a correlation between like attractiveness and wealth. And we don't talk about that enough.
Well, I don't think there's a correlation. I think it's once you get wealthy, you can take care of yourself more. You can dress better.
No.
It's like stupid shit like Botox.
It's kind of like the chicken and the egg, you know?
I don't think so.
I think pretty people are better, are have an easier time getting
Bill
wealthy.
Gates.
There's like a select few, but I don't.
Warren Buffett.
I don't think Bill Gates is ugly, and when we talk Bill Gates and
Steve Wozniak.
When we're talking about those guys, we're not like that's not like rich. That's like stupid, like
Elon Musk.
Immense wealth.
I'm naming countless ugly people. Mark Zuckerberg.
Well, they had other contributions.
I'm naming the richest people, and they're
I'm talking
arguably
about
not
your garden variety rich person, the kind of person that can
I get it. I know the person.
You wouldn't see Bill Gates at a Vikings game in the Turf Club. But
you might.
You will see a bunch of just pretty white people.
Sure.
And that just bugged me. You know, my ugly ass,
you could get there, man.
400 feet up in the air, squinting.
Well, again, rich people can afford to have like their own trainers. They can afford to buy food that's better for them because healthy food's more expensive.
It's true.
They can afford a nice gym membership. They can get, altering things like Botox and have work done, get lip fillers. They can go get spray tans and fancy shit like that. They can dress really well and wear Gucci and go on fancy trips. Also, when you're that wealthy, your stress levels are probably lower.
It's true. Should I get stuff in my face done?
Yeah, man. I do.
Just come like my lips are
I have Botox. I actually need it. I'm getting wrinkly. I can see it. Look at me. Look at my face.
In 7th grade, that's nothing. In 7th grade,
look at it. Look at this.
In 7th grade drama class, we were being taught like how to use like makeup to like accentuate features for acting.
Yeah.
And the teacher wanted to demonstrate, and he picked me. Do you know why?
Why?
He wanted to make me look like an old man, and I already had very well-defined wrinkles. So I was like, sure, yeah, I'll look like an old man.
It's true. You have had forehead wrinkles since you were about 11.
11 months, maybe. I've been wrinkly for a long time. But that's just part of being a funky-looking dude.
You're not a funky-looking dude.
I've fully accepted it, you know?
Looks aren't everything. Looks mean nothing.
That's exactly what attractive people say.
No,
and
looks are so stupid.
It drives me mad. It shouldn't mean anything, but it does.
Okay, you're right, it does.
It means
a lot.
It means everything.
Actually, I'm sure you could find statistics where it's like people who are more attractive probably get more promotions. They probably like shit like that, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like people probably are nicer to them in general.
And nowadays, dude, if I was hot, I would have an OnlyFans.
Dude, yeah, you could have one right now.
No.
There's an audience for anything. If there's an audience for this podcast, there's an audience for those feet.
If I did it, it wouldn't be tasteful. Like right now, if I did it, someone would be like, all right, we've reached the moral limit. Let's not do this.
Okay, this guy has an OnlyFans.
All right,
All right.
everybody.
We've had enough.
I was
We're
sex
shutting it all
positive up
down.
until now. Now it's not fun anymore.
Wow. Yeah.
So yeah, I went to the Vikings game.
I can't believe they fucking lost that game. I was so mad, dude. I don't.
There were so many.
They had no business losing that game.
So many moments where we just kept beating ourselves.
And-
Every time we had momentum, we just,
I'm just
shot ourselves in the foot.
I'm through. I can't do it. It's been 1 week, and I already want to give up.
It's funny that you've crashed this far
It's
because
because I see the games ahead, and I just know there's not enough wins in there.
it is a pretty tough schedule.
We're playing the Eagles on Thursday now. We have a short week. We're going to go to Philadelphia for the second year in a row and get our ass kicked.
Shouldn't be fair.
The only good news for me is that I have Jalen Hurts on my fantasy team, so he's probably going to rip us apart and help me win a game.
He didn't have a superb week last
He had a
week.
bad week last week, but they were playing the Patriots defense, and it's week 1, so a lot of people are rusty. I don't even think the Eagles played any of their starters in the preseason.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's so many fucky things happening week 1 that it could just be a gumball season.
No, it happens every year, man, that week 1 just means nothing. It's just like some teams look good week 1 and then they end up being shit. Some teams look amazing week 1. Or you know what I mean? They look bad week 1 and then they end up being great. It's just like it means nothing, man. I don't know. It's just except the Vikings. They're bad week 1. They're bad the rest of the season. I'm done with them.
We won't.
They're screwed. JJ's gonna leave, and we'll just be a poverty franchise for the rest of our.
It's just
stupid
it's funny
lives.
because last year, I remember sitting in your 10 feet away watching the Vikings Cowboys game where we just got leveled.
Yeah.
And throughout the entire time, you're like, guys, shut up. We're still in this. We still got this.
That's because last year we were different. The energy was different. The team felt different. This year, I just don't feel it. I don't feel that they have it.
You need to give us a chance to feel the energy. Because if we beat the Eagles in Philadelphia,
Fine. Yeah.
that is going to be like a total 180.
Yeah, no, I agree. If we
we
win
probably
on
won't.
Thursday, but I don't think we will. But if we do, I'm back on the whole.
I'm pretty sure some
got
of
it.
the Eagles' key defensive pieces aren't going to be out.
Matter. It won't matter.
I know one of them for sure is.
Maybe our offense will look good, but it won't matter. It won't. I can promise you. Kirk will throw at least one bad interception because it's the Eagles. He will. He'll probably throw 2 or 3. He's going to Josh Allen that shit. Which, by the way, why doesn't Josh Allen get as much hate as Kirk Cousins
That's
does?
the thing. No one's getting as much hate.
Makes way more mistakes than Kirk Cousins. He threw, 3 picks yesterday? Maybe almost 4. I don't know. He threw at least 3 picks yesterday and fumbled the ball once. He had 4 turnovers just himself. And nobody says anything like Josh Allen can't do it. He can't win the big one. They all just say, "Oh, the Bills."
Yeah, no one talks shit about Mahomes. No one talks shit about Burrow.
No.
No one talks shit about Allen.
Nah. It's because the league is also just politics, man. They pick people and teams that they like, and then they push those as like, these are the teams that you need to root for. These are the people that you should like, and we won't say a bad thing about them.
Yeah, I can see that being the case.
Because they want to sell you these people and these teams so that they can make more money.
Hertz was bad too. Deshaun Watson looks great.
He actually was like okay.
Yeah.
But his defense was just so good. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to talk about football the whole time. The point is the Vikings are probably doomed, but I'm still excited because football's back and I love football. And I'm still going to continue to watch every game I can.
But while we're on sports,
Yeah.
the Twins' magic number?
Yeah?
11.
Oh! 11.
11.
Wins? That's all they need?
11 wins or 11 Guardians losses. Or 6 and 5 or 5 and 6.
Okay.
Or 1 and 10.
Yeah.
10 and 1. That's the beautiful thing. We've lost the last 2 games and we've only gained ground.
Sweet. Good for the Twins,
Yeah.
They need a win.
I'm gonna.
I will bet you right now. I bet they will win a playoff series.
That would be huge.
I think they will.
I've said from the beginning, from the start of the season, I will consider this season to be a win.
Yeah.
If we win 1 game in the playoffs.
Just one? Don't even have to win the series?
Just one.
Have they not won a game?
They have not won a game since, I want to say...
Not a single game in the playoffs.
Not a single game in the playoffs. I want to say since 2003 or
What?
4.
No.
2003 or 4.
That's impossible.
Our last series win, last time we won a playoff series, not the World Series, just a series, was in 2002. And let me tell you my theory.
That's like almost our whole lives.
I have actually a very, very good theory.
Yeah.
So you've seen the movie Moneyball. You love the movie Moneyball.
I've seen it. Yeah, Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill.
For those who are unfamiliar, Moneyball is about the 2002 Oakland Athletics.
Yep.
A team that their ownership was not willing to spend a dime.
Nope.
And so they tried to use advanced analytics and statistics to build a cheap team capable of winning games.
Yeah.
They weren't great at the start. Then they went on a historic run, and they ended up in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. But they lost to the Minnesota Twins.
Hey!
The last series the Twins won was against Oakland, featured prominently in Moneyball.
We beat the Moneyball guys?
We beat the Moneyball guys.
That was the last team we beat?
And then we lost in the next round.
Wow.
So, but here's my theory. So,
Okay.
Are you familiar with the fact that Oakland, the Athletics are getting pushed out of Oakland?
I was not, but sure. I mean, because the Raiders got pushed out, makes sense.
Yeah. The ownership of the Athletics is too fucking cheap to make a deal in Oakland, so they're going to be moving the franchise to Vegas and probably using a shit ton of
With the Raiders.
Vegas tax dollars.
Sure.
But I'm thinking now that the Athletics have been exorcised, if you will,
Sure.
out of Oakland,
Yeah.
that means the curse is lifted. The Athletics curse is lifted.
Oh, it was a curse.
You
What's
beat
with baseball people.
you beat
being
the
so
Mon-
superstitious.
you beat the Moneyball team, and then you proceed to lose 18 straight playoff games.
That's true. That can't be a coincidence.
That can't be a coincidence.
That can't be.
So,
There's no way.
with them being gone, I mean, granted, they'll probably play in Oakland for another year or two while they wait for a stadium to be built.
Sure.
But
So maybe a couple more years.
God, I hope not. I can't do it. So everyone complains about the length of a baseball season, and I love that. I don't love the complaints, but I love the length of the game just because, if I'm ever being like, what do I do today? Probably just watch a Twins game.
Nice.
I like that there's just so much to watch. And if I miss out on one, I don't feel bad because there's so much. The flip side of that is I got to wait so fucking long. I got to wait a full year to know. I mean, it depends on how well we play. I could probably know a lot sooner than a full year.
Sure.
But I want to win one playoff game. A playoff series win would be magic.
Could be cool.
Would be awesome. World Series win?
It's never going to happen.
Who knows? What?
Never again.
We've done it before.
Yeah, like 30 years. 30 years ago.
The last time was 6 years before I was born.
They're almost 30 years ago.
5 years
Almost,
before you were born.
Yeah, wow.
I can't believe you're a 96 baby.
Dude, I'm turning 27 this upcoming week, and I'm not dealing with it well. I don't know why.
The funny thing to me is
I don't know why.
you had a child.
There's something about turning 27 that is just like, I just feel like I'm getting older.
You have a son.
What does that have to do with anything?
That should be the thing that's like, wow,
No, because when I had him, I was like, man, I'm so young and I have a kid.
You're 26.
I'm like a teen parent.
You were 26.
I felt like I was a teen parent.
You were
And now I'm turning 27. Where did the time go?
You were 7 years
was
removed
just 16.
from being a teenager.
That
Is wild, though.
Life just keeps happening, and I don't want to be around anymore. Just kidding.
We get to celebrate your birthday in style.
Yeah, it's true. The day we leave for the Boundary Waters is my birthday, so it's gonna be a good day. I hope. I mean, I'm really excited for all the surprises and fun things you guys have planned for me specifically.
Yes,
Because I know you guys are like really cooking something up for me to make it special.
We're taking a party bus up.
Like the day that we're leaving, like because that night, like we're not in the Boundary Waters yet. I'm sure we'll have like a whole thing going on for my birthday because it'll be a special day for me.
Last year when we went up, we got there like 9 or 10,
Yeah.
and I was like, let's go to a bar because there was like one bar and it was open, and everyone's like, no, I want to be on my phone. I want to sleep in bed.
Yeah, I think we just got there, sat in the hotel room, and watched Ghost Adventures, which was awesome.
That's true. That was pretty cool.
Pretty sick.
So we might just do that again.
Maybe we'll do that.
I think we have the same
I'd
hotel.
I'd go out in Ely, Minnesota, or wherever it is.
I'll check if there's a limo to rent.
It's probably like those small towns. I bet the bar closes at like 11.
No, because you guys said that, but I'm pretty sure that it was open till 12 or 1.
All right, let's go. Fine, we're going out.
Yes.
The guy who doesn't drink is going out on his birthday. Let's go.
I mean, your birthday is more about me anyways.
What? Yeah, that's true.
The thing that, every time you get older, it just makes me think like, wow, we're still very good friends. What a treat. What a treasure.
What a treat. Yeah,
Why are you
we're
laughing?
closing in on 15 years of friendship.
I really, 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 really want to celebrate that.
We should.
Let's-
Do we know what the day would have been? Or can we estimate?
It would have been sometime in September. So the day is probably past.
It's
But we probably didn't get...
No, we probably weren't friends yet.
What if we said October?
Let's just say October October 2nd, my wedding anniversary.
No.
Let's actually make that into... I'm just kidding.
It can't be... So let's actually say November.
November?
Because if the Twins go on a run, I'm going to be very busy.
Yeah, that's true. We want to push this thing out, but we will have a celebration.
No, what's like a sexy day in October?
October 21st.
October 21st.
What day of the week is that?
Dude, it's going to be like a Wednesday.
Okay. Well, then we'll just pick the weekend that's closest. Let's see. Oh no, October 21st is a Saturday. Woo!
Let's start planning something.
Okay.
We have wedding planning, but I'm just going to,
Just push that to the side.
push that to
Who
the
gives a
side.
shit? That's so far away.
Yeah, everyone gets married.
Yeah,
Not
come on.
everyone.
Not
has,
everyone's been friends for 15 years. We've been friends longer than you've known Emily. Who cares?
That's true.
I've been around longer than her.
I've been.
She came into my stomping grounds and set up camp.
We've been friends longer than I've known my birth father.
Wow.
Yeah. I just made that up. Sounded good though.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Intriguing.
with
I know my birth papa.
oh yeah,
I know my birth mama.
yeah. Anyways, we've been friends a long time,
Yeah.
and I don't know what we're gonna do. What should we do for the party?
I'm thinking.
Should it be themed?
Yes. What?
Ooh, to infinity, because our friendship will go into infinity.
Isn't that like a 10 thing? That's 10finity.
What? What is that?
That New Girl. I'm getting this whole idea of
What does that
celebrating
mean?
our relationship. I'm pretty sure that in New Girl, Nick and
Schmidt?
they celebrate, I think, 10 years of being friends.
Wait, really?
And it's called Tinfinity.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Tinfinity.
I didn't-
I'm pretty sure
I don't remember
numbers have this is going to sound really stupid, but I'm pretty sure numbers have words associated with them
Yeah.
in some instances. Let's find out what's associated with 15
Okay.
and then let's do that. Yeah, it's totally a thing because like for like wedding anniversaries, aren't you supposed to like you're 10, you do this, and if you're 15, you do
yeah,
that?
it's like there's like yeah.
Look it up. Look it up.
Look right now.
Right now, I'm gonna keep it moving.
All right. Vamp.
Dude, I don't know what to say. While we wait, I did obtain a letter that Elliott had submitted to the judge presiding over Danny Masterson's case. Elliott had written a letter in support of Danny, kind of similar to what Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher did. I don't have it in front of me, but I kind of have it in the noggin, so I'm going to kind of explain it. I'll paraphrase. It basically went something along the lines of, Danny, I loved the way you played Fez in...
That's not even who we played.
Well,
Have you seen the show?
that's what confused me, is it seemed like you had no idea who Danny Masterson was. And you said... I love Danny. Here's the thing. You wrote this to the judge, but this is addressed entirely to Danny. And so you... Danny, you were great as the foreign exchange student on that 70s show. And I know what they're saying about you could be true, but in true American fashion, I don't care. Signed...
He was convicted, so it's not like what he did it.
Signed, yours truly, Elliott, Danny Markson, like in parentheses.
Oh, like I'm him, but I'm not though, because
I think
he's
you're just
a piece of shit.
based on what I
I'm
was.
glad you brought that up because we'll talk about that later too.
I actually didn't mean to like print out like a full
To answer
sheet.
your question, so I just looked up metals. I know there's other ones. Like I think the first one's like cotton or wood or some bullshit, but but there are metals. So like here's the metals. The 6th anniversary is iron. The 7th is copper. 8th is bronze. I don't know what 9th is because it's not a metal, but 10th is tin.
So yeah, Tinfinity, that makes sense.
Tin. Yep. 11th is steel. 25th is silver. 50th is gold.
Wait, what? There was no 15th?
No.
Dude.
It must not be a metal. Hold on.
Find more. Find more. This is really important to me. Could you imagine if cotton was the thing? We could do like a cotton candy party.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
That'd be a lot of fun. Are you gonna go wild? Or you're not gonna eat carbs, are you?
I can eat carbs whenever I want.
Oh, good for you.
15 is Crystal.
Ooh, that one. I mean, that one speaks for itself. Crystal meth party.
Wait, is that?
It would seem odd to me that they would do 12 and 13 or whatever, and then randomly skip 15.
Seems like a
not a reputable.
anniversary.us.com.
Oh, that's good. I use them all the time.
It says Crystal, but
What's confusing about that?
I don't know, because isn't that close to a. I feel like that should have been listed. It's Crystal. We're gonna go with Crystal.
Crystal. All right. So we need to start brainstorming crystal ideas.
Okay. Crystal.
I got it.
Crystal Light.
No, I got it.
Yeah.
We dress up as either larvae or butterflies,
Yeah.
and we have a Crystallis party.
Okay. Ooh. We both get in our Crystallises, and then we burst out ceremoniously, meaning like our friendship is just becoming its true form.
And all of our friends will be there.
Yes.
We'll be suspended from some sort of apparatus.
One of us will be the piñata.
And the other will be fully nude. Crystal.
I can't wait.
This is going to be awesome.
This is going to be the party of the year, and you are all invited.
We got to divert.
Just make sure that you send us an email with your address so we can send you the save the date.
And send us the deposit.
And we will be creating a registry through Target or Amazon. So feel free to get us gifts. Thank you.
I've always wanted a $17,000 payment for student loans. That's always been on my registry.
I've always wanted that too.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna divert all of the wedding funds right into the Crystallis party. I'm serious. Crystal meth. That's right there.
Yeah.
We'll finally try it for the second time.
Well, the first time we weren't together.
Yeah, we weren't
We
together.
did it on, we both did it, but separately.
Does not count.
So I don't count that time. It has to be us in the same spot. It wasn't even that good the first time.
Yeah, no.
It's not just hyped
Pretty
up
sure
for no
mine was
reason.
just rock candy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was Pop Rocks. I don't
We
think.
could have rock candy.
Yeah.
Rock candy.
So my week.
This, I think, it started by just me mentioning the Vikings game. So this is.
I don't know what the hell happened.
This is a good one.
I bought a guitar.
Again?
I bought an electric guitar.
An electric guitar
I bought one.
from our
Because
mutual
before I
friend?
talked about wanting to buy one, and I bought it.
From our mutual friend.
From our dear friend John. Shout out John from
Shout
the
out
pod.
John.
Him and his wonderful partner, girlfriend, Hannah, they invited me to their place. I purchased the guitar from them. We sat around, chatted for a while. They were delightful. I had a good time, and then I got to take home my Fender Squier Jaguar. It's got a white...
Fender Squier Jaguar.
Well, it's like a Fender Jaguar, but it's the Squier version of it, which is like a...
The Billy Squier.
It's like a shorter neck and frets and whatever. It's whatever. It's better for me because I have tiny arms.
Dude's just saying guitar words.
I'm just saying buzzwords. I don't really know anything.
Tighter strings.
To be honest, I need to learn more about electric guitars because they're far more complex than I think, because there's like different switches on them for tones. Like there's a rhythm, like for rhythm and for lead, so like you can switch the feed that's coming out of it so it sounds different. It's like a whole thing.
I have a request for you as you learn and master the electric guitar.
Yeah.
There's a song by MF Doom that I would like you to play.
MF Doom?
Yeah.
The underground rapper?
Yeah.
MF Doom? R.I.P., by the way.
R.I.P. Yeah, there's a song. It's something nails. The word nails, isn't it? It's good.
I'll find it.
It's just guitar.
It is.
Yeah, just guitar.
It's probably a sample.
There's no words.
Or did he play guitar?
I don't know. He might have played guitar. There's no words in it, so...
Whatever.
It would be weird if it was a sample, if he didn't,
That's true.
add anything
If he
to
just
it.
played a sample, that'd be weird. Yeah, so I'm excited to dive into that. I still need to get myself like a practice amp. I want to get like a little practice amp and some headphones so I can kind of play quietly and not like...
I have a tiny one.
a tiny amp.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe,
It's about
kind of.
15 years old
Maybe not then.
when I bought a small amp and a microphone, thinking that would happen. That something would happen with that. I would do something with that.
What was the plan with the microphone and the
I
amp?
don't know.
I also had one.
Yeah,
A mic and an amp.
And then I'm like, this sucks. I don't like having a wire. So then I upgraded to like wireless with like a receiver. Again, I didn't do anything with them.
wait. Did you like sing? Did you like do karaoke?
No.
See, I think my parents got me it because they wanted me to like sing for stuff.
Yeah. No, I didn't. None of that.
Oh.
I think maybe one time I used the microphone in show choir when I just had it with me and one of the other microphones
You
broke.
just happen to have it?
So I just like,
You would
yeah,
just
I
bring
got
it-
one.
you
Swap it
just
in.
Bring it around with you.
I have 2 guitars. Granted, both are like more geared towards children, but
Sure.
never tried to learn.
You never even tried.
I mean, you pick it up and you're like,
It's tough when you're a kid.
shit, I don't know what I'm doing. So,
Honestly, I mean, like, because I tried when I was younger too, and then my parents wouldn't get me lessons, so I just like felt stuck and I just never picked it back up.
yeah.
But now as an adult and having a fully developed brain, I feel like it's actually pretty easy to pick it up and be like if I played in front of people who didn't know anything about guitar, I might seem like I know how to play
Yeah.
guitar. Even though to people who do play guitar, I probably look like I'm just the worst. And
You
I
should,
suck, and
you
I
should,
suck.
you should get lessons.
I can't. That's so expensive, dude. I
Nah,
just use
bro.
YouTube.
I'll do it.
Shout out Marty Music. That guy's been teaching people to play the guitar on YouTube for years.
Never heard
Probably
of
a
him, but
solid decade. That guy's incredible. He's got like 7 million subs.
good on you.
He's awesome.
Good on you, Marty. I also got a keyboard for my birthday one time.
Oh, yeah. You still have that thing, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you want to be in my band?
Yes.
Okay, sick.
I
We're called the Crystal Boys.
actually I was doing like online courses to try to
like a Skillshare sort of deal?
yeah. But
And this podcast is brought
but I got so discouraged because I can't do both hands.
Piano's tough.
I don't think I will ever be able to do it. And I was like, if I can't do that, then I cannot play piano. So fuck this.
Just try harder.
You're right.
Then you can be in my band.
That's the thing. I didn't try harder.
Yeah, try harder.
And my brother, when he was home last at my mom's, he like grabbed the keyboard out for some reason and just started playing, and he was like fairly good at it. And then next time I'm at his place in California, he bought himself a piano.
Oh, he's been learning.
Yeah, he's been learning. See, that's the thing. I just don't.
That's awesome.
I don't have like the discipline, man. I don't.
It just takes it's like everything. You just have to like sit and just do it for a long time.
I know, but I don't
guitar,
have that
like-
discipline. So if I try something new, realize I'm bad at it, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go back to not doing that.
You just
I
got
do
to
that with everything.
exercises over and over again. That's what I could do on my guitar. I literally like looked up exercises I should practice all the time, and I just do those over and over again.
Like what? Curls or what do you do?
Yeah. I just work on my fingers. I do little finger stretches.
Just grip strength.
Yeah, I just like grip the fretboard until like my hands get numb,
Nice.
and that seems to help.
That is what when I tried to learn the drums.
What instrument haven't you tried? This guy also played the saxophone.
Well, the drums I didn't own the set, so you'd like go to like a space to kind of rent it out and use it.
You would rent out space
And
to play
again,
the drums,
I don't
an
know-
instrument you don't actually play.
I don't know how to play the drums, but I had seen this movie where it made it seem like it's
Whiplash?
pretty easy to pick up, and I would just like go for hours on end.
Was it Drumline starring
until
Nick Cannon?
my hands were like bleeding, and I would just keep going, and I was like sweating, and I was just going as hard as I could, but I didn't get any
And then
better.
J.K. Simmons came in and said,
Yeah.
"You think that's fucking drumming?"
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I've only seen it once. I don't remember what he said.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
All right.
I just nothing.
I did have an ocarina at one point.
I had one too.
I thought about buying an ocarina recently,
Somebody bought me an ocarina.
because if there's one thing I can probably do, it's probably an ocarina or like a recorder.
Yeah, but except the thing is with those is that they don't sound good.
That's true. That's true.
Like
if
no
I-
one goes, you know what this song needs?
If I
An
pl-
ocarina.
Well, it would never be like I'm never gonna do it so I can compliment a band. I would be like, I want to play silly little songs on my ocarina. Get like
Well, good for you.
Get like a higher end one.
You seem
and-
like a tambourine guy.
There's the thing. I probably don't even have a coordination for that. I don't think I'm meant to be musical.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe it's just not for you.
It's not for me.
You should try other things like
I tried music or voice lessons for a while.
yeah, I remember.
We had the same
the same voice
We had the
teacher.
same voice teacher. Great.
I talked so much shit about you when you left.
I don't know that I took anything away from it, just because I'm just not musically inclined. That's something I had to come to terms with. Reading music, no. Can't do it.
What do you mean? That's just like memorization.
No.
Music is hard. I feel like people don't talk about enough how hard it is to make music well.
Yeah.
Like, people just think it's easy. Like, I'll pick up an instrument and I'll just be a superstar. It's not. It doesn't work that way. Music's tough.
I'll buy GarageBand on my iPad Mini.
Music is hard. Making good music is hard.
That's true.
So shout out to anyone who makes music and is good.
Yeah. Keep going. Don't be like me.
Keep doing it.
Don't
You're
be
awesome.
a fucking pussy that just gives up.
Yeah, don't be this guy. This guy's ass.
Can you buy me a baritone saxophone?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna get back into it.
Yeah, that's it. We can move on to Rec of the Week unless you had something else to add.
I don't have a Rec of the Week.
What do you mean you don't have a Rec of the Week? Mine is not good, so what? You have to have one.
Here's the good news. We've used about 2/3 of our time so far.
My Rec of the Week.
If you recommend electric guitar, I will.
My rec. It's worse than
I will
that.
choke you.
My recommendation of the week is the popular Trader Joe's product. They're called Hold the Cones.
What?
Have you had one?
Hold the cones?
Hold the cone.
I don't shop at your bougie ass Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's is literally just. It is not a bougie store. They sell their own brand. It's cheaper than everything else.
Dude, in my brain, at one point I just associated like Trader Joe's and like Whole Foods, and I've refused to like drop that connection.
It's like not at all. Hold the cones. What they are these miniature little ice cream cones. They come in different flavors. The one we got, because it's now turning fall, they had the pumpkin flavor. So we got the pumpkin flavor. The best thing about these, I'm pretty sure serving size is like 2 or 3 cones. So you can just fucking bomb these things.
Is it just the cone and like no ice cream?
There's ice cream on top, and it's a little cone.
Oh.
It's like a tiny little cone and a little ice cream on top.
Because what I've had before...
You can eat it in 3 bites if you really wanted to.
What I've had before is like bite-sized, just... I don't know what the name of the product was, but it was just like the bottom of an ice cream cone.
Oh.
With
a little ice cream in there?
Not ice cream, but like a little chocolate filling. You know how like cones will have that chocolate filling at the end? Yeah. It's the best part of a cone. This is like a bag of like 30 or 40 of them.
I mean, that sounds good.
Perfect. Not from Trader Joe's, not from your bougie ass Lunds and Byerly's.
That's not the same. It's not the same. It's not.
It's all the same.
Those are not equivalents.
All the same
conglomerate.
conglomerate.
Trader Joe's has no name brands besides their own. Hold the cones. Hold the cones are awesome. I believe there is real sugar in there though, so if you are mindful of that, just be aware that if you purchase the Hold the Cones, you will be subject to eating real sugar. Added sugars, even. So
this just in. If you buy ice cream, there will be sugar in it.
Hey, there's sugar-free ice cream out there.
It's gross.
It's not that gross.
Did we ever, like, collectively as a people, like, just say proudly with one voice that Halo Top sucks?
Halo Top doesn't suck.
Halo Top sucks.
Have you had the Target brand Favorite Day?
No.
Better than Halo Top, in my opinion.
Is that just a locale?
Yeah, it's like a locale. It's like the same idea. It's like
Halo Top was
it's to rival
bad.
the Halo Top, so they mark it down. Like they both sell them. Target sells both of them, but the Target brand is cheaper. So, and in my opinion, it's better, even though they're probably like the same thing.
Probably.
But I don't know why. I just like it better. And it's usually high, like 20 grams of protein in there, and it's usually like 300 calories or something. So it's fucking sick.
Halo Top sucks.
So shout out Favorite Day too. I'll recommend that.
If we ever did like controversial opinions, that would be mine right there.
The Halo Top sucks?
Yeah.
I don't think it
because
sucks.
there was a period, I think when we were in college, where it was like very hip to have Halo Top.
It had just kind of come on the scene in a major way.
I got one and I was like, this sucks. This is the worst ice cream I've ever had. What a waste. And it's expensive too.
It is expensive. That's true. That's true. But the one thing about eating ice cream that is lower cal, once you eat that and then you go back and eat regular ice cream, the regular ice cream tastes amazing.
That's true.
It's insane because of all the sugar in there.
Yeah.
It tastes incredible, but the healthier ice cream is still good in my opinion. I like it. It's serviceable and It's good for me. I like it.
You ever had Kit Kat ice cream? That's my rec. If we're doing
Kit Kat ice cream?
silly recs, Kit Kat ice cream.
Well, I just assumed that you would actually like do your job and come to this podcast prepared with something for a segment that we've predetermined.
Sure. Green Giant green beans. They're really good.
Actually, I have been eating a lot of green beans lately.
I can tell you look strong.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you tell? Do they do that for you?
Yeah, your biceps start to look like
I just kind of like
green beans.
sometimes just like hop on a new green train, you know? Like I'm still on the Brussels sprout train.
You need to get off that train, my brother.
And
Terrible.
Now I've added green beans to the mix, and we're just cooking. A grilled green bean? Take me home.
Grilled green beans are
Take me home and spank me silly.
like
right?
a nice roasted green bean. Pretty good.
Sure, roast a green bean,
Nice fried green. I don't know.
fry a green bean, toast a green bean.
Green. I have question of the day,
Okay.
and this one is very special.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't think of anything. So I went on Snapchat, and you know how on Snapchat there's like that little AI thing. So I was like, generate a list of 10 questions that I can ask my friend on our podcast.
That's very smart, actually.
And it was like, sure, here's.
Were they good?
They were very like, I don't know, boilerplate, very like, you know.
What's your favorite color?
Yes, it tried to be meaningful. It was always like, what's this and why? But I found one that was kind of interesting.
Okay, so courtesy of Snapchat AI.
Curdy, I mean, I did have to ask it 3 different times until I found like one of the 30 options. Is like, okay, I could maybe ask that.
Sure.
What natural phenomena would you want to witness up close and personal
Yeah.
without consequence?
Oh. Natural phenomena. Like a volcano exploding.
That was really quick. That was really fast.
Well, like, because
I thought you'd be more thoughtful about it because the AI spent so much time.
Well, because okay, so here's my thing. I mean, how cool would it be? No consequences. I can't get hurt in this scenario.
Can't
right?
get hurt.
I'm fully safe somehow by the grace of God.
I want to say one thing. I added
whatever.
the without consequence part. The AI did not think of that.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's why humans are
Humans are
still
always
running the
better.
show.
Yeah,
That's right. Can't take this guy's job.
probably could.
Maybe. So, I mean, if I can't be harmed, if I could just stand, like, at the mouth of the volcano, just looking down in it as it's erupting, just to see what's going on, feel that lava.
I'm gonna go bigger than you.
Huh?
A supernova.
What?
A supernova.
Oh, like in space. Like a space thing? Is this another space thing? Like, you're, like, always talking about space.
Am I?
You just, like, love space, man. It's like, get over it. It's a fucking big vacuum or whatever. Just a Dyson in the sky.
And I mean no offense by this. I
Sure.
think it's funny. I think that was probably the most uneducated you've ever seen. It's a space thing.
Got it. Space.
Or like a black hole.
Yeah,
or like
no,
a star
not-
collapsing. Just being able to see that.
Okay, I guess I wasn't thinking that broad.
That would be.
I was
Think
just
about how
thinking-
beautiful it would look.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I mean, seeing like an event horizon, or is that what it's called?
The movie.
Yeah,
Seeing Event Horizon.
the horizon of whatever it is.
Yeah. Nice job.
I don't know about space.
No,
dude.
that was good,
I'm not
though.
like you. I don't sit on my phone and read articles about space in my free time.
Why not?
I don't know.
I don't get how people can't be fascinated. But if we're strictly talking stuff, on Earth,
Yeah.
I would want to stand in the middle of a tornado
Yeah, that was my other thought. Tornadoes would be sweet.
because I feel like it'd be cathartic. I grew up thinking that tornadoes were a way bigger problem for us than they actually are where we are,
I agree.
and so I was always just like that and like like house fires. I was like shit because I feel like that stuff we in elementary school they prepare you for that stuff, but they
Yeah.
kind of make it seem like it's gonna happen.
Doesn't happen. It just doesn't.
Same thing with school shooters now. It's good.
What?
Good to plan it, but it's like it's our once a month. We need to plan for a school shooting.
What? Wait, what did you just say? Did you say they don't happen? Is that what you just said?
I'm saying, they do happen very frequently.
Yeah.
But like, I'm assuming had I grown up, we still did safety drills or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
But I'm assuming I would have grown up thinking and being way more afraid of school shootings. Not that you shouldn't be afraid of them, because in the United States they are like grotesquely common.
That's right.
But with tornadoes and like fire drills and all like the winter safety we did, I grew up thinking like, I'm going to drown in a frozen lake. I'm going to get ripped apart by a tornado. My belongings are going to get, engulfed in flames.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't I also be like, I'm going to die in a school shooting tomorrow?
It's true.
That's not to say we shouldn't prepare for those things.
I think you should prepare for school shootings.
Definitely prepare for those things.
I would argue that a school shooting's probably more likely than a tornado hitting a school.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
There's got to be hard data.
Hard data.
I could look that up real quick. And again, I'm not trying to discourage the safety part. My upbringing, I know that like directly correlated to like anxiety about certain things.
But you'd want to be in the eye of a tornado.
I would be. I feel like it would be beautifully, beautifully terrifying.
I think it'd be sweet, yeah. So
and I would want to see.
What do you think you'd see spinning around?
I would like to see a cow.
Yeah.
I don't want the cow to be harmed, but I think that would be really cute.
Just like a classic, Wizard of Oz situation.
Yeah. A house.
Yeah, a full home of kids.
Kneel. Just a person spinning around, yeah.
Yeah, a volcano would be sick, man. I would love to see a volcano. Maybe like, a volcano. I don't know what else.
You just can't think of another.
Just a really windy day. Just like really fast winds.
Light rain.
Ooh, I'd want to be like, ooh. Put me in like the center of Antarctica where it's just freaking cold as balls.
Should we do a trip there and record the pod?
Yeah, from a bunker, wherever the scientists do their science.
Not a bunker, just
out in the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I can't be harmed, put me out there with like the penguins or whatever.
Ooh, the foot of a tsunami.
Ooh,
that
yes,
would be pretty
you
baller.
got it. You hit it on the head with that one.
That'd be pretty baller.
You just smacked it on the noggin.
Another thing I was terrified, even though I
tsunamis?
Don't live anywhere near the coast. And that one has. I don't think that one has anything to do with.
You need to be more medicated, I think.
I have almost zero medication.
Oh, jeez.
Except for my Allegra.
You're just living life like that?
I've been crushing up 3 or 4 Allegra every morning.
I snort Claritin D.
Just trying to get through the day.
Nice.
That actually might have Claritin D that, that's over the counter.
Oh.
That's got some sort
What's
of
in
stuff.
there?
It's kind of got some kind of decongestant.
What's going on, Claritin?
That it needs to be controlled. I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows? Could be something.
Is it Sudafed?
Could be. What do I know?
All of our pharmacists that are huge fans.
Yeah, I know we've got a big
sound off in the comments.
Pharmacist community that follows us.
Tell us how allergy medications work.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't.
Should we start doing episodes where instead of we do all this shit we've been doing for a year,
sure,
we just pick one topic and go like an hour and a half?
Like the smart podcasters do?
Where they,
dive in deep?
Like us, but, bright.
Like, think about us, but like if we read.
Analytical.
Like if we could read.
Yeah, if we did any preparation.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Speaking of which, it's bizarre news. And
yeah,
you kind of alluded to it earlier, but I wanted to talk about it because I've been obsessed with it ever since like the drama, not about Danny Masterson, right?
Fuck that dude.
Because like obviously he's just a piece of shit, but following his conviction of his 2 assault cases or rape cases, whatever. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, the drama surrounding them now, which is way more interesting because they're seemingly, before this, they seemed untouched by scandal.
Yeah.
They seem to be like good people in the public eye.
I mean, yeah, Ashton has he's part of some organization that combats like trafficking.
I'll talk about that. Okay. But he co-founded an organization that is supposedly helping help people who are victims of sex trafficking. Anyways, so if you don't know about this, which I don't know how you don't if you're on the internet, Danny Masterson was convicted, and as you said, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis had written these character letters to the judge after his conviction to essentially lighten his sentence, right? So when people write character letters, they're writing to the judge so that the judge can see, like, is this a good person? Are they likely to reoffend, coming from people that knew him or her, trying to determine a good sentence and putting that into account as well. So when people write these letters, they're essentially hoping and saying, hey, I don't think this guy should be in prison, or I don't think they should be in prison that long, so here's why they're a good person in my eyes, blah, blah, blah. Right? Mm-hmm. So Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis came out and wrote this in defense for a convicted rapist, their friend Danny Masterson of 30 years, whatever, their co-star on That 70s Show. So then people saw that, which, if you do not know, these character letters are also public information.
Yeah,
anybody can
the full letters are out there.
Anybody can get this information. So it came out pretty quickly that they were two of the people that wrote letters, which they aren't the only two people that wrote them. Other famous people, I believe, the mom
from
and
the show.
dad from the show of That 70s Show, Red and Kitty Foreman, the actors who played them, also wrote letters.
Yep.
And a few other people who I didn't specifically know, but I'm sure that they're in the public eye in some way, whatever. Anyways, so after this, they get a lot of backlash, right? Because they wrote these letters and they're supposedly, their brand is anti-sex trafficking and being there for victims and being good people, right? So this is off-brand for them. So people,
completely antithetical to Danny Masterson and what he's done.
So people come out, they see backlash, and then Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis do the dumbest thing possible, I think. And they came out with a 1 minute long video that was, first of all, it looked like a hostage situation.
So scripted. Someone could have been just standing there with a gun being like, all right. And in the video,
you can hear them clicking a mouse. Which, to be fair, I think if you are going to make a statement about something that's serious, you should probably script it in some way. Maybe don't just fly off the seat of your pants. But,
dude,
it's very, for actors, I felt like it was very bad acting.
Well, that's Emily and I watched it, and I was like, I felt like Ashton was okay, but I'm like, I asked her, I was like, is Mila Kunis a bad actor?
I think she might be.
Because that was terrible.
Okay.
It was terrible.
It was bad. I mean, they said all the right things, right? If you look at it that way. But if you really dig into it, it's like they essentially said at one point, like, we're sorry that we came across that way, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, so you're basically saying, like, we don't feel bad, we still feel the way we feel, but we're sorry that you were offended by us writing
it's exactly
these letters.
like one of those, like a scripted apology that's like, not our fault, we're sorry that you took it this way.
Right. So obviously now, after that video, it's made it so much worse, which, again, I feel like if they just, like, put out the letters, people, like, talked about that, but then they just said nothing,
yeah.
I feel like it would have just gone away.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen, and now they've come out with this apology video to try to backtrack, but really they're not really backtracking, and it's made things so much worse. So much worse, in fact, that even more dirt has come out on them. So one of the accusers, who actually, she was the only one who did not, he was accused of 3 counts, and she was the one count that he didn't get convicted for, which she was his girlfriend at the time in the early 2000s. I believe it was like whatever years that would be, way back in the day, during that 70s show days. So she came out on Instagram and posted shit on her story calling both Ashton and Mila Kunis out. She specifically named Ashton, saying something to the effect of, and I could pull it up, but I'm just going to paraphrase.
Just paraphrase.
She basically said, Ashton, I know your secrets, and I know what happened on February 21st, 2001 or something. So then people did more digging on that specific date. So there is history here that is all public information. So Ashton Kutcher, back in that time, 2001, I believe it was dating this girl who was murdered, right? So apparently he was involved in this murder trial because he was a witness to this murder. And according to him, he showed up, got to the door. She wasn't answering. He looked in the windows, saw some things knocked over and what he thought was spilled wine on the floor, all over the floor, and he left because she didn't answer. That was his story. That was what the police gathered from his account of the whole situation, and he actually was a part of that trial. But what people are speculating is that he either was involved, which I don't think is true. I don't think he was involved in the murder itself.
No.
Or, more likely, he saw her being killed or saw her dead and just ran away and didn't do a thing.
Yeah.
Which I think is more likely.
Isn't part of the one of the women who had accused Danny, the one you're referring to, the one who came out on Instagram, isn't kind of the crux of what she's getting at is alleging that Ashton had called Danny Masterson.
Yes.
About, seeing this woman murdered and kind of figuring out, what does he do?
Right. So I believe she had actually commented on a comment to that post saying, basically he had called his management team and Danny Masterson asking what he should do to say, like, he doesn't want to be associated with that murder, right? He doesn't want to be the guy who found the dead girl, like it was going to ruin his career.
Yeah.
So he called them and apparently spoke to them for like an hour about what he should do next, and apparently he just ran away and made up this story. Yeah. So allegedly he just came in and saw that, but I believe she had said something to the effect of he actually like went in to open the door. So his fingerprints were on the doorknob, so that's why he had like go to the police in general, because his DNA was there or whatever. But yeah, so he spoke to Danny Masterson and his management team to see what he should do there. But I don't know, man, that's pretty fucked up. If you wouldn't report a murder because of your career, I don't know.
That is one of the most fucked up things.
Also, like at that time, that 70s show, if it came out that Kelso found a dead body in real life, that's hilarious. I'm just kidding. No, but in all seriousness, like, okay. And to go further into this.
Please do.
Because people dug deeper into what his organization that is anti-sex trafficking actually does. So what they actually do, so they scan the internet for people who, using like face recognition technology or like whatever, shit to like identify people as sex workers. So all they're doing is identifying people on the internet as sex workers and then selling that information to police departments or law enforcement so that they can keep track of who sex workers are. Oh. And they inflate their numbers based on like how many sex workers there are and then equate that to sex trafficking, allegedly, based on what I read on the internet for a time. So
interesting.
Based on my research, it sounds like they're not fully the people that they say they are, and I cannot wait to see what else unravels, because
he testified before Congress, man.
I know.
Fuck you, Ashton Kutcher.
I don't know all the details. I'm sure more will come out as time moves on, or maybe the internet will just move on and we'll all forget about it. Who knows?
Probably will move on.
But I love dirt on celebrities. This is great, especially celebrities who seem squeaky clean.
That's
and
true.
It turns out they're fucking not.
That's true. Like if it found out that like Tom Hanks was like the head of a prostitution ring.
Yeah.
That would be
the other angle on this whole thing.
You're not about to tell me about Tom Hanks.
Oh, no, I don't.
Okay.
I don't have
it seemed like
Tom
you were
Hanks.
like really ready to
bounce
off of
that. But the other
that.
angle on this whole Ashton Kutcher thing is, so Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis aren't officially part of the Church of Scientology, right? Oh. They're not officially a part of it. Apparently they've done like certain fundraisers or events that were kind of backed by Scientology or had Scientology involved in some way, whatever. That doesn't necessarily make them involved. But Danny Masterson was very involved in the Church of Scientology. So people are kind of speculating that maybe they wrote those character letters because they were maybe being blackmailed by Scientology or Danny Masterson himself, like saying that they have dirt on them that would ruin their careers if it came forward.
Here's what I'll say about character letters, specifically in this instance. I don't know if they have any sway or any effect in a case not involving a celebrity, but if I'm a fair and impartial judge and I see this man who's been convicted of rape, if I get a letter from one of their one of their old friends and they're like, he wasn't like this, this isn't him, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck does that do for me?
How does that help me?
Right. Oh, you don't want him to be in prison longer? Duh. Like, shit, you don't even need to write a letter. Obviously, like,
right.
It defies logic. So that's why I think you're probably right, or people, the sleuths or the theorists are probably right that there's maybe something behind writing them.
Possibly.
Because there is no way that a letter that's like, he worked really hard. He was on time. He was on time. Every time we had a shoot. It's like, who cares?
They like mentioned his daughter, saying that it would be a crime in itself for her to grow up without a father.
And
it's like her dad's a rapist, dude.
Her dad's a rapist. That is, it is sad and tragic because, his daughter is innocent and hasn't done anything wrong, but the law is the law. And, people need to be held accountable.
So my whole thought is there's got to be something deeper and darker with these two that hasn't come out yet. And we'll see. But my whole thing with character letters, I would never fucking write one for a friend. I don't give a shit. Like, if you were convicted of a crime, I'm not writing a character letter. I'm not doing it. Sorry.
I guess if it depends on the crime. Like, if
fine, if you were convicted of loitering, I guess maybe I'd write you a character letter.
If it was something heinous, I'd be like, sorry, bro.
Like,
you've made your bed.
Sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're going to jail, and I'm not going to help you. I would never write one. Never. I wouldn't do it. If you did a crime like that, I'm not writing you a letter. Okay, I'm not going to write you a letter.
I wouldn't expect anyone to write anything for me, and I wouldn't write anything like for someone on someone's behalf if it was something heinous.
No,
because
I'm not attaching my name to that person's actions. No.
Again, it's like when your mom says you're really handsome. It's like, of course
she thinks that.
Of course she thinks that.
Mine's never said that, but I'm sure some do.
It doesn't mean anything, It's just something that people say.
Yeah, it's true.
But seriously, in either Ashton or Deborah, I think is her name.
Who?
Whatever the name of the kitty foreman.
Oh,
her
yeah.
Actual name.
Deborah Joe Rupp or something.
Yeah. One of them were like, he was early on set every day.
It's like, who cares?
Cool.
Doesn't matter.
He raped people. He should be buried 6 feet under.
Yep.
In a box alive. I don't think the state should kill people, but
yeah. So hot take. This podcast is against sexual assault. So
yeah.
We're
and if you have a problem with that,
we're anti.
Go on to a different podcast.
Yeah. If you have a problem with that, get out of here.
Go on.
Go buzz off, buddy.
Yeah. Screw off, pal. All right. Man, this is on account of.
I'm sorry. I'm just so into that case.
No, that was good.
That conspiracy shit. I love diving in.
That was great.
But
might have been our best yet.
Maybe, or our worst. Who knows?
Could be. Yeah.
What do I know?
Not like you guys would ever tell us. All right. You have any final thoughts?
Yeah. Just try to be a good person out there, and try hold the cones, because damn, dude, like there's nothing better than ice cream that doesn't actually make you that fat.